What is up, guys? It is the Homeless Knight here, and here we are back continuing our series that I am calling The Quest for the Crown. This is Mount&Blade Warband, and we're using the mod Ave of Calateria Enhanced. Now, this mod brings a couple of just small improvements, more items to the game, just things like that. It's barely noticeable. It feels like it's just part of the game. So, quickly in this series, right now we're with the nation of Swadia, and pretty much what we're trying to do is we're just trying to do what Mount&Blade Warband wants us to do. Get a castle, get a town. I don't know yet if we want to stay with Swadia or if we want to leave them. I don't really know. I don't know how Swadia is as a faction, because I haven't really played that far into the game. I've played like a bunch of new starts on a bunch of mods, and I've played pretty deep into this, but so yeah. That's what this mod is. Well, not this mod. Well, this is a mod. That's what this series is. It's just us eventually hoping to be, if not the king, then hopefully a pretty prominent faction in Caladria. So let's go ahead and load up our last game, Bellathor. And here we are. I've played a little bit, as you've noticed. I've played a little bit between, quite a bit actually. I have 54 troops, 54 pretty good troops too, between the last video and now, probably 20 days worth, I think, because I don't think we only played about 7 days, something like that. So here we are. I'm gonna go over our party real quick. We picked up Ferentis. He doesn't really have any gear yet. I'm hoping to get him something. We have 16 Swadia militia, 20 Swadia crossbowmen, 4 Swadian recruit, 6 Swadian footmen, 4 Swadian spearmen, and 2 Swadian skirmishers. And we have a couple of Taiga bandits as prisoners. So, I'm going to give you an update on what pretty much happened. So, we're still at war with the Kargat Khan Gate. We actually made a peace treaty for 2 days. There were 2 days left with the Kingdom of the Rodox. I figured it'll probably boil back over into war as soon as the 2 days is up. But we actually went to war with the Nords. So yeah, and we are Game of Acres are friends, and yeah, that's about it. Nobody else really. Serdid Sultanate really doesn't care. But like I say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, because they're at war with the Kargats and the Rodox. So yeah, that's kind of the basic faction report on the politics. And I forget exactly what I was doing here. I think, let me check my, if I'm not mistaken, I had just either thought about raiding Mechin, but I think I got ran away by, chased off, but I did raid here at Bulaban, and I took quite a bit of stuff. That's why I have quite a considerable amount of money, about 5,000 dinars, 4.5, and I think we had a small conflict with some bandits up here. It was pretty cool. So let's see, where should we go now? We're just kind of playing and building up our forces. I need to get more leadership. I need to get kind of into battle. If I don't get into battle, I may do. Ooh, large arm. Oh yeah, Dehirim is under siege. I remember what happened. We tried to help Dehirim, but Dehirim's lost. There's just too many. It's like 1,000 to a few. Count Rice. Okay, cool. But yeah, Dehirim is lost, and so we're just gonna go somewhere else because we have nowhere near the troops to help or repel such an invasion. I wonder, maybe Saren. Maybe we can raid. No. Oh, what am I saying? We're not at war with the Rodox. Oh, I'm such a dummy. Okay. These places aren't looted, but I don't like it because they're pretty close to, there's, the castle, and then there's a major city. Let's see, let's get to where I'm not gonna hopefully get chased down by Karagits. Let's just take a look here. I want to keep raiding and keep getting some money. Oop, I'm sorry. I did not mean, I bumped the mic. I don't know if it has any effect on the actual audio or anything, but, so, oh, that's cool. It's a little Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure I probably have ADD or something. I get distracted easily. We can't, no, that's like, cause see there's these mountain range. In the first game, it would have been easy because there wouldn't have been all these mountains, but a lot of these are tucked away in these mountains. And see, I would raid there, but of course there's a castle right there. The only one, maybe Teshkalum, maybe if we could go in the woods, they might be able to not see us. Ooh, I don't know. I don't want to, like, mess up. I think, let's check out the Nords. Oh, that's perfect. Aldalin. Let's go there. Let's go there. That's a much safer bet than going anywhere else, because there's like nobody there. I think we're relatively safe just traveling across our own country, but you never know. I wish there was a way to speed this up, and if there is, I would seriously like to know. Because, you know, it's kind of boring just chilling here, you know, waiting for... Because, I mean, it's nighttime, so obviously we're not going to go as fast, but... So, as we're walking through the, across the country, basically, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to raid here... Whoa, my party's spotted. Oh, hold up. They took all this. Now's the time to raid. Since I took to here, I think we're gonna, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I don't know. Emir, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid. Yeah, let's just raid Tishbin. Take hostile action, loot and burn the village. I feel kind of bad because, oh, we made peace. Anyways, I feel kind of bad because this is... Oh! Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh no, I have to leave 11 soldiers? I had to. There was no way I was getting out of that. Who all did I have to leave? Oh, they seriously chasing me down. No! I left 11 soldiers, you shouldn't be chasing me. Who all did I have to leave? Oh, crap, it was a lot of good soldiers. Crap, they're gonna eventually overtake us. Oh, thank God. God, that made me angry. Okay, so that happened. We lost 11 soldiers, but better than losing every single one of them. Maybe raiding Tishbin wasn't a good idea. Oh, God. Come on, can't I get a break? Okay. Leave. God's sake. I do not want to mess with them anymore. Okay. So, we're gonna go over here to Nomar and hopefully recruit some people. I wonder if there's a way, can I like defect? Like, that would be funny. I mean, obviously I can ask him to leave and then go help the Rodox, but I'm talking about like once I actually have, I guess that would technically be rebelling. If I wanted to go, like, you know, got a castle or something, and then, remove myself from them, that would be rebellion, and I guess I'll defect to the Rodox. If I was gonna do that, I would want a castle, like, here. I would want, like, Vincourt Castle, because it's right there on the edge of their territory. Or even better, if we were to take one of these castles and then like defect to the Rodox, because as I'm learning, the Swadians kind of suck as a faction, kind of overall. I kind of know now why I don't like them, just because I just hate the Swadians. I don't really know why. It's just one of those things, you know. Everybody hates Swadia. You hate Swadia. I mean, it's just a thing. I think when I first started playing this, I had like a nemesis with Count Meltor, and I fought him so many times. Count Meltor is one of the he's one of the Swadian vassals, and I fought him like 6 or 7 times because I'd fight him and he'd escape and he'd have like 20 troops, and then I'd fight him again, and I beat him back because he had like 20 troops, and it was just this ongoing of me just slaughtering him because he only had like 3 or 4 troops. Oh no, I do not want to go that way. Can I not access? Yeah, I can go. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's no reason for me to. That would be death. One thing I'm not liking is I'm not seeing a lot of like bandits and stuff, which kind of makes me angry because I want to fight them and get experience. I'm not seeing looters and other stuff, deserters. I don't know where they are. They're just not spawning, or maybe I'm not looking for them. Maybe I'm just not seeing them as much. Because it's really nice to have somebody factionless that I can still fight. Maybe have actually fight. And probably one of the cooler mods that I've seen. What is it? Prophecy of Pendor, I think is what it was called. Yeah, Prophecy of Pendor, which is a really cool mod, by the way. You should check it out. I don't exactly know tongue twister, who it's made by, but it's kind of said like, I know some of the factions you've got, like they obviously have an Empire type kind of faction that's literally called the Empire, and then there's like the 2 kingdoms that are like the medieval kingdoms, and then you have like 2 factions of like Vikings. So you've got a little bit of everything, and there's just tons of different like just factionless NPCs, bands of enemies running around. It's really cool because you can level up and get a lot of combat experience pretty quickly in the game. So it's a really cool mod. When I first started, I didn't think I'd like it, but I definitely do. And another mod I really want to try out, and I'm thinking about getting pretty soon, Medieval Conquest. I've seen a lot of YouTubers play it, and it just looks like a lot of fun. Mainly because I like that time period, and my favorite troop was the English. My favorite troop, just kind of in history, is the English longbowmen, just because of, first off, the arrow could pierce like plate armor, and the extreme range they had. It was ridiculous how far they could shoot that bow. And I'd really like to see if that troop is in there, and I feel like it is. So I feel like if I did do it, my first playthrough would be with England, so just so I could get that troop. Let's loot and burn this village. Sometimes the villagers put up like a resistance. Like they like, you actually have to slaughter everybody in the village before you can loot it. Well, I'm pretty sure you slaughter everybody anyways, but like, oh. Were those bandits and stuff? Was I literally just talking about... Ooh, nice stuff. Was I literally just talking about, like, there aren't any bandits and then some just showed up? Or I think those actually might be villagers that show up. No, those are looters. Why are there looters? Just... That's weird. Oh, cattle herd. Let's go kill these these farmers. God, we're terrible people. We'll see if I can catch them. I doubt I can, but they're heading in the right direction, so... I wish there was a way for, like, unless you're a completely cavalry army, which I plan to do a Kirgit playthrough, because as of... I did one kind of on my own, but it didn't work out too well, but like, the Kirgit second troop after it, actually, if I'm not mistaken, which I might be, is there a troop trees button on here? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the where are they? Oh, others. What's that? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I got off track. Um, Kirigate Kangate. Okay, never mind. The first, yeah, like the second troop is already cavalry, and then you can go up to spearmen and then swordsmen from there. But you can go from straight from the tribesmen to the scout, or you can do crossbowmen, and then you can already have horsebowmen and then lancers and horse archers and so on and so forth. Wow, it goes straight from the Kirigate horseman to the lancer and then to the heavy lancer. Huh. I thought they would have more variety of cavalry. Maybe just because, I mean, this game is huge, but at the same time they were just kind of limited. I guess mainly just because time period, and I don't really know why, but it's a really, I mean, of course it's a great game, but some of the troop trees just don't feel. I keep hitting that mic stand. Sorry, I gotta get used to that. And some of the troop trees, they feel kind of like they're not as fleshed out as they could be. And there are mods, of course, that probably do that, but I'm probably complaining where complain probably isn't due, considering all the other great aspects of the game. We also have to remember that this game was made in, what was it, like 2008? And by all means, it's an excellent game to be. I mean, it's a great game by today's standards. I mean, so many people still play it. And I think that's what makes a good game, is that even if it was made in 2008, I mean, Skyrim was made in 2010, and they're still releasing variants of it. But I think that's how you definitely know that the developers did something right. Is almost 10 years after the game was released, people are still playing it, like, and it's not like a few, like, just people who like oldies. No, it's a huge community of people still playing it. I mean, there's this huge, Pixelated Apollo, he does, Call to Arms, and you've got like 200 v 200 sieges, and that's 400 people, and there's probably 6,000 people in the group, and these are people that that just love Mount&Blade. And so if I was a game developer, I definitely want, you know, my game to still be remembered, still played as much as this one is 10 years later. Or 9, current, technically. Okay, marketplace. So, goods first. The furs, the cloth. I don't actually know if you get a better price if you sell it to the corresponding merchant, but I always do. You probably do, and it might just be a few dinars. But after a while, you have to. I've never really looked into that. I probably should. But sometimes he just doesn't have all the money to pay you for stuff like that. I think I sold all my food. There. Okay, no. I don't like to organize on camera, but I have to. There, that should be enough food for our little band of... Ah, what the heck. By the pork back. Okay, let's see if we can get any... We have kind of crappy armor. I mean, that's an okay crossbow, but... I should probably get that. A samurai helmet? Wait. Are there samurai in this mod? Oh, there's assassins. That would be awesome. I want to see. I want to look at the troop trees here in a second. Because if there is, I'm going to be one happy camper. Because Samurai Gingo Kujo is probably one of my favorite mods and the one that I've put most time into. And I'm almost surprised I am surprised that I actually haven't done a mod review over it yet. Because I like it so much. I love that era in time. I love Total War Shogun 2. And it was kind of a rip from that, but I'm okay with that because of how much I love the game. And to actually get to play on the field as a samurai or as an ashigaru or an archer, it's really cool. Just because I love that period of time. It's a period of time people the Sinoguko, I think I probably did not say that right. That's a period of time that people it just doesn't get talked about a lot. You know, all of Japan was in war. I mean, everybody was fighting. It was a big civil war, pretty much. And it just doesn't get touched on as much as I feel like it should. Ooh, no, I do not like those. I probably shouldn't be as picky with what I wear, but I don't know about you, but I don't want to look like Peter Pan. I think 2,000 dinars is enough. Let's get a spike helmet. I feel like I look too much like a Viking. So like I'm a less. There's an assassin helm. Like the only like knight helm is this, and I'm not paying 4,000 dinars. I don't even want the assassin helm. Yeah, let's do the spiked helmet regardless. I can probably get something else somewhere. And as for arms, I like to do a little bit of just a little upgrade. Cracked siege crossbow. Holy crap. 58, 40. But I can't use it on horseback. Do I even? I don't even use a horse. But I feel like at some point I will. Ooh, steel bolts. It's just +2 to damage. Is it really worth that? I feel like it might be. Oh, a Flambird. It's a toughie. Should I get that siege crossbow? I feel like the speed rating is worse. Yeah, it's 37. But then again, I mean, look at that damage. 58. Of course, +1. It's 59. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? There's really no reason not to. Should I get this heater shield? Resistance of 0. Yeah, let's just leave it at that. Okay. Go to the tavern. Hopefully the ransom broker's here. I can get like 200 dinars. He's a slave hunter. No. I don't want like a band of... I have a couple of you prisoner. I don't want like a band of mercenaries. I want like all from a single faction. Like all, you know, all Swadia. If I'm gonna do a playthrough like this. Just one, it helps out morale, and two, it just kind of, I don't know, it just looks better. I mean, whether or not the troops are better or not, if that makes any sense. I feel like there are boosts to having all of the same faction, and they're quite expensive. And sometimes I feel like they just don't perform up to their costs, since they are indeed mercenaries, and mercenaries are all about money. There's no timer for this. Okay, I'm sorry about that. The software I normally use is the Xbox DVR, and for some reason it just stopped working, and I should honestly probably start a stopwatch anytime I make a video like this, and I actually have no clue how long this is running. That's pretty bad. So I think we're probably gonna do like, I don't want to play for too long. I don't want to make these videos like super duper long, or I don't want it to be like super short, because I don't know how long this has been going for. And we haven't really done a lot in this video, so let's see if we can't find something, because all the looters run from us, so I can't fight them. Let's see about this medium group. Usually that's too large. I hate this. There's really just... I don't want this episode to be like super boring, just us running around and doing stuff. Kildrian Castle, where's that? Let's go over there. It said it was under siege. Maybe we should... I should probably be paying more attention to this, because maybe if we can hop in on a siege or a battle that's going on, we can get a little bit of action on this video. I want to try and do one battle a video, just because it's kind of boring if you just see me running around like this, because it's a lot of grinding. And I'm going to play some more after I have another video scheduled, a mod review. I don't know exactly which mod I'm going to do yet. I know I want to... Ooh, hold up, maybe we can catch these guys. I don't exactly know what mod I want to do yet. I don't even know if I want to do a mod review. I might just do a playthrough. Oh yeah, let's see if we can. We're going at 2.6, so we're not at 3. See, they're running from us. I mean, I can understand, but still, I want to fight them. That would be a nice sizable battle. It's like, what, like 21 soldiers versus 53. Ooh. They retreated. I wish the, I mean, I can understand why they would run, but I feel like you wouldn't be able to see... You wouldn't be able to, like, see them from, like, if this is in relative terms to the map, to, like, an actual sized map, there's, like, 60 or 70 miles. There's no way you would, and if that's about 50 miles right there, maybe not, that's probably a bit too, but it's not a super short distance. It's not what it looks like. So, there's no way they'd be able to see us from that far away. You get what I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but, like, there's no way that they'd be able to see us coming and effectively run from us. But, you know, the game has to have its physics for doing this, so we can... Ah, they're just like freaking cattle. I'm out here in Rodock territory, and I really don't want to be. I feel like we're not going to end up catching these guys. Just as I say that. Alright, let's get these guys. We're actually going to use some tactics. Mainly because I just don't want a lot of casualties, so... Archers, if you would kindly get up on that hill, and retreat if you would follow me. No, not the cavalry. I'm still getting used to this. Because before it was just like... that position. Hold this position. Okay. There we go. Did not get a hit. That's okay. I've got plenty of bolts. Ooh, look at that, 28 damage. I've been told, like, at the beginning of this, I had a huge debate on whether bow or crossbow. And I thought crossbow, ooh, yeah. 41, I feel like crossbow is better later, like, later on because of its power and its kind of piercing. Like, it just makes sense that it would be better against, you know, like, thicker armor. Whereas the bow would be better against, let's go ahead and tell, than the charge. Whereas, you know, a bow would not be as well against, like, the plate armor, which we would undoubtedly be facing as we progressed. And so I just felt like the crossbow would be the better choice. And I may have been wrong, but I feel like the crossbow has its own advantages because it's so much powerful. I mean, I just scored 41 damage on that guy. Only thing is I feel like I'd be able to score the same amount of damage in the same amount of time because of how fast you can shoot the arrows. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I feel like if I got good enough at the crossbow, it wouldn't really matter. Who are you guys shooting at? Is there somebody else? If you made that shot, if I make this shot, I'm gonna flip. I'm just gonna lose it. Alrighty, I happened to make that shot. That was cool. Wow, there's still quite a few of these guys. There's 4 left. You know what would be really cool is I play this game, yeah, Chivalry, and as the crossbowman, you have like this huge shield on your back. Awesome, got him. And you have this huge shield on your back, and you can't use it to like pick up and use, but you can place it down and like duck behind it. And I wish they had something like that. I feel like there's a mod that I played. Sweet. See, look at that, 117 damage. I feel like there's a mod that incorporates that, but that you can like set that down and sure, why not? We don't have any cav. What was I saying? Oh yes, yes. Do I really want all this? No, I don't. Let's upgrade. Anyways, let me finish my last thought. Wow, I am really unorganized today. That you could set the shield down and like duck behind it and, you know, peek over and shoot, and I think that'd be pretty cool. Okay, so course, we want trained crossbowmen, because I didn't realize when I said skirmisher, I thought they were have bows. Then I realized that they actually, indeed, have spears, which is not bad. Let's do... I want to have a nice balance of spearmen and swordsmen, just for balance's sake, and swatting recruits, of course. How many crossbowmen do we have? Still 20. I'm going to maintain that number and have our militia. So yeah, there we go. And I think I'm going to leave this off here. So once again, thank you. Tune in for the next video. The next video is going to be, I'm not decided yet on what mod I'm going to do, but of course you'll see it here in a little bit.